I had to come back. No, I had to come back. About dropping your flags here in California. Now, I don't want to promote gang banging and all that old type shit. Joining gangs, that's the stupidest shit in the world, right? And, especially at these times, and some of you cats is old joining gangs, 20s, 21, 30-something joining gangs and shit. Motherfuckers with money come from affluent families, good families, and all that old shit. Want to get in the streets. It's just the craziest shit in the world. The street motherfuckers I know trying to get out the streets. They want to get out the streets. They don't want to be in the streets. It's becoming them. They born into that shit. Same thing with the gangs and shit like that. Motherfuckers born into the shit. Motherfuckers grew up in the shit. A lot of motherfuckers here in California, that's all they know is the gang. You don't, dropping your flags, like terminology we don't use. We might not bang or, or do the shit we used to do, but we don't drop a motherfucking flag. That's just the craziest shit in the world, right? That's like if you're in the armed forces or something, you just say, I'm not that anymore. Once a Marine, you can always be a regular Marine, you know what I'm saying? Once you're in the Army or whoever, what you want to call them guys, you can always be that. You know what I'm saying? And just same way with the motherfucking gang. You know what I'm saying? And we got gang members go through PTSD and shit like motherfuckers in the Army. Some motherfuckers have been in armed forces and shit. A lot of gang men been through a lot rough, tougher shit than them motherfuckers. So it's like, some of us here in California, we grew up in this shit. We might not bang, you know what I'm saying, and all that old dumbass shit when we used to do. The motherfuckers ain't denouncing our gang and none of that shit, or, we might denounce it in front of the police and shit like that, but deep down inside, where we from. We don't ever forget where we from out here in California. It's not about joining gangs and shit. That's the stupidest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? Joining the gang, but some of us come from neighborhoods. That's what that we be a part of that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Some of the gangs that I was in, you know what I'm saying? It was just motherfuckers just hanging around and just started a name. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. Motherfuckers just boys, just kicking. You know what I'm saying? So all that joining gangs is just stupid than a motherfucker. So I'm not promoting joining gangs and all that old type shit. And if you want to say you done with the gangs, you done with the gangs and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we different here in California, like I said. We don't be dropping flags and shit like that. That shit sounds crazy than a motherfucking shout out to anybody out there who's trying to change their lives and try to do something better and shit like that. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? I'm behind you 100%. And I don't want to promote any violence or any gang activity or anything like that. But it's different for us here in California. You know what I'm saying? It's just different for us here in California. We don't, that just shit sounds crazy. Drop your flag and shit like that. And again, we might, you know what I'm saying, be like, we don't bang. I don't bang. I don't do that shit no more. I ain't with all that shit. I'm grown ass man and all this old type shit. You know what I'm saying? But deep down inside, we know where we from. You know what I'm saying? We know where we from. And it might come out every now and then. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you can have a motherfucker, let's say any brothers, right? Could be a brother working in corporate America, talking with all this prestige, and, or even a preacher, anybody, you know what I'm saying, with all these good ass vocabulary, all this good ass vocabulary and all that old shit. Get a motherfucker mad. Get a motherfucker mad. Get a black motherfucker mad. Get a nigga mad. Guess what's gonna come out of his mouth? Nigga. 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 You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come out. The real nigga gonna come out of a nigga. You're gonna always be where you're from. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna always be where you're from out here in Cali. We don't be dropping no motherfucking flags out here. That just ain't what we do. And again, shout out to people out there trying to change their lives and shit like that and do something better. I understand why, you know what I'm saying? The brother made a thing about dropping his flag. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I understand it totally. I'm with him 100%. You know what I'm saying? And he's young anyway, 30-something years old. You know, I don't know when they start. A lot of people out in other areas that started banging like in the 90s and 2000s and shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit been going on in California since day one, since the 60s and shit. And, my area, we've been banging since the 80s and shit, early 80s and shit. And so it's like, we this is innocent, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is like, I remember when I went to California, I went to LA, I went to the Tookie Williams funeral, and I used to think the same thing, like, why is niggas so gang banged out? Like, why is niggas so gang banged out? Like, you know what I'm saying, here in California, because I'm originally from Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to understand why is California so gang banged out. I went to the motherland. I went to LA to the Tookie Williams funeral and shit, and I just saw all these OGs. I'm talking about 60, 70-year-old motherfucker with gray hair like me. That's before I even had gray hair. I was young, man. And I was out on that when Tookie passed. I don't know, I was young, man. And so, you know, I had my dreadlocks and shit. It's a video out there, a picture out there, that's part of, like, you know, I don't know, the alchemy shit, you know what I'm saying? And you can see the back of my motherfucking head with my dreadlocks. I got that shirt on that said there in here before a G, you know what I'm saying? And that's the back of my head and my shirt and everything. And I'm talking to these guys. Like, I'm at the Tookie Williams funeral. There's a picture out there. There's probably a couple of videos of me out there, you know what I'm saying? Because they interviewed me at the Tookie Williams funeral. That's another story. But I was noticing these OGs and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Come out the woodworks, man. Come out the woodworks, man. Doctors, lawyers, and shit like that. Old motherfuckers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Had they blue on, you know what I'm saying? Representing Tookie, man. I'm talking about OGs and shit. Dickies, Pendletons, and I'm talking old ass niggas. They was coming out representing Tookie, man. And, you know, and then I got it then. You know what I'm saying? I got it then. This shit, man, these granddaddies, grandmamas, everybody was banging. You know what I'm saying? To a certain degree, you know what I'm saying? When the banging started, it was like, you know, keeping motherfucking brothers together against oppression and shit. But it just turned into something else and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think the powers that be seen what was going on, flipped it on us and shit. You know what I'm saying? Made us start hating on each other and shit like that. And that's just what we're doing now. But, you know, just because we're from the gang, that don't mean we gotta hate on each other and shit like that. We just claim where we from, you know, we just made a name. This is us, we these boys, and this is us, you know what I'm saying? And anybody who's against us, fuck you type shit. That don't mean we gotta be against nobody, though. You know what I'm saying? We just, you know what I'm saying, smash little motherfuckers who trying to fuck with us type shit. I can get that, but, you know, ain't nobody gotta fuck with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers claim where they from, you do what you do, as long as there ain't no disrespect, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with it? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with it? You know what I'm saying? As long as there's no disrespect, what's wrong with it? So that's my thing. That's how we feel out here in California. We drop our motherfucking flag. This is the same what we do out here in California. That's the same what we do. Again, it ain't about, you know what I'm saying, trying to join no gangs. That's the stupidest shit in the world. And anybody thinking about joining the gang, use a retard. I mean, for motherfuckers out there in the street, let me say this. If a homeless motherfucker out there in the street ain't got no that don't have no guides or whatever other kid, you know how you see some kids out there that's out there ain't got nobody and shit. Them joining gangs and shit like that, I can understand. I wish they would try to find something else besides a gang, but sometimes gangs become family. That's just what goes on. So it's hard to say, you know, how to handle these type of situations and shit like that when nobody else is helping them. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, to each his own. We ain't dropping our flags out in California. Rugby, I'm out.
We say the prayer for the homie Pop.